Bull or bear? Man, I spun that one good. Let's see what happens here. Using the old 1 ounce generic bull and bear coin here. Comes up a bear. Good evening, and hey, what's up? This is Brian Kuzmar with Commercial Rare Coins and Precious Metals. Don't kick the pelicans, young lady. In beautiful Lauderdale by the Sea, got the live, boy, that young person's going to have some issues growing up. Sorry, I shouldn't say that. Not my place to say that. Good evening, got the live Robbie's cam up in Isla Mirada. Check out those tarpon right there. Wow. One of Florida's greatest sport fish, and of course you know if you've read any of Hemingway's book, he was a great tarpon, or know about Hemingway, he was a great tarpon fisherman himself. It's kind of a sanctuary here at Joe Robbie's Marina where you're not allowed to fish around here, so the tarpon come here and get fed by the tourists, and the pelicans come here to get beat by little girls, as you can see. But anyways, beautiful evening out there, down there. We have just been inundated. My area here, it's still raining here in Lauderdale by the Sea. Let's see, well, no, I don't think the cam's up here in town, but take a look. A couple tourists here from out of town feeding the tarpon here, and if you're a fisherman, it's exciting. You're just wondering, man, I wish I had my pole with me. I wish I could take a little shot at getting one of these suckers here. And there's a pelican in the background just kind of waiting for his handout as well. Do not touch or feed or molest the manatees. All right, here, we're not here to talk about how beautiful the Florida Keys are and about the behavior of young ladies that like to kick birds. Let's talk about spot prices here. Parents are sitting there watching her too. That's kind of odd. All right, anyways, let me do a refresh here. Markets are open. We're kind of steadied in this $2,040 range right now with gold. The markets just opened up. This morning's market's 2014 to 2050. In the New York markets and the aftermarkets. Well, aftermarkets right now 240, 2585, 1051. Ted Butler mentioned in his most recent newsletter that the big 4 to 8 commercials that normally short the price of silver, which causes these prices of silver usually to get whacked by $1, $2, $3, $4, $5 at a time. They're not present at this time. There's only a couple times he said this has happened in his known memory, and I'm telling you, Ted Butler, when it comes to reading COT reports on silver, understanding the silver market, the shenanigans that go on in the silver market at the CME Group's Crimex market, he's the smartest man out there. He really is. And again, he says it's the second time he's seen where the big 4 to 8 commercials have not jumped in with big short positions. We'll see what happens on Friday. But meanwhile, you can probably say that's why we're seeing above $25 silver. What's going on out there? Are there problems with JP Morgan? I mean, our last video was discussing how they smacked down the price of gold, and they did last week, actually, and this is absolutely truth. But it recovered, man. It recovered. Now, you know, if and not even if, it was likely that was an attempt by JP Morgan to smack down the price of gold, and that's exactly, intentions equal results, and results equal intentions. The results were we did get a smackdown by $30-40 last week, down to that sub $2,000 range, and it was a direct result of JP Morgan monkey hammering these markets down again. But still, the bounce back, the resiliency of gold right now tells me that something significant's happening out there. And it's not, it doesn't take much of a genius to figure that out. Same thing with silver. It's pretty obvious from what Ted Butler is telling us is that the big commercial shorts have not stepped in and capped the price of silver like they normally do. Platinum in that mid $10,000 mark. But something's going on. Something's afoot out there. Precious metals markets, particularly silver right now, are looking very impressive. And is it because that there is a major shortage? Ted Butler contends that there's a big major shortage, and I agree with him 100%. We can kind of see it in physical deliveries as far as the investment type silver that we see in bars and stuff like that. But Ted Butler believes that the short positions aren't there, and the reasons they're not there, they've seen the writing on the wall. They understand that there is a physical shortage going on right now, and we are seeing that. Not so much with gold. Gold is benefiting from the fact that the U.S. dollar is having major issues, the fact that we got BRICS countries wanting to buy gold, central banks buying gold, people buying gold. I have, pardon me, we have at Commercial Rare Coins here, at my store, Commercial Rare Coins and Precious Metals, we have been just off the hook with gold sales too. Just as many gold sales as silver sales. Gold is kind of, I would say we've sold a lot more silver over the last several years than we have gold. I mean, obviously ounce for ounce, but you know, dollar for dollar. We've sold a lot more silver, but there seems to be a lot more bigger buyers out there stepping in and buying gold. I don't mean bigger buyers, but I mean larger money. We're starting to see more buyers in the $50,000 to $250,000 range step in and buying gold right now. Silver, same thing. We're starting to see some larger buyers with silver. We're starting to see more $25,000 to $50,000 buyers step in. And I'm not saying we haven't had those in the past, and we don't have buyers that are way bigger, but it seems to be a larger amount of this demographic buying silver and buying gold. But anyway, let me get past that. Premiums are up substantially for silver. Gold, not so much. And we'll get to that in a moment. This is kind of like going to be like a premium. I'm going to talk about premiums here a little bit because we haven't for the last week or so. What the best deals are, what the best deals are not, what you're going to find availability of out there, and what you're not going to find out there. Good article here on Zero Hedge. Speaking of JPM, and we talked about them in the last video here. JPM shrinks base metals business, fires dozens of traders, slash bonuses following a series of nickel scandals. And this leads me to believe that there's just something going on out there. You know, they're shrinking their base metals business not because they've been fined for it, and not because they been caught manipulating the nickel market. And again, if you follow this article, you'll find that somehow they probably were. But they're having issues with their base metals commodities trading there, and you got to wonder maybe if all the banks are going to slow down on their blatant manipulation in the gold, silver, platinum markets, and probably the base metal markets as well. Why? Well, maybe, I don't know if they understand this, but maybe they've gotten smart enough to realize that these markets are really broken. Now, I can't speak for the nickel market, I can't speak for iron, I can't speak for other base metal markets, aluminum, but I can speak for the gold, silver, and mostly the gold and silver markets, not so much the platinum markets, but I can speak for these markets when I say that they're broken. Gold, I mean, not gold so much, but silver market broken, platinum market probably broken. When I say broken, I mean that the paper derivative stuff has gotten so out of control, it has no reality based when it comes to pricing in the physical markets, what the physical stuff is worth. And that's probably why we're seeing such shortages out there in silver. But meanwhile, JPM shrinking its base metals business, just maybe another sign that something's going on in the background that we're not quite familiar with, but it is causing gold, silver, and platinum prices to go up dramatically. Premiums, folks. 1 ounce rounds. If you're looking to get 1 ounce rounds, I do have them available. And now I'm taking a look at SD, JM, and all the big 800-pound gorilla Walmart of bullions out there. And they're at like spot plus mid-4s to $5 range, plus in silver. Obviously, here, let me get over my advertising here. Let me give you my little advertising spiel. Here at Commercial Rare Coins and Precious Metals, here, let me put my display here, in the beautiful Lauderdale by the Sea. We can beat APMEX, SD, and JM Bullion and the local guys down here in South Florida on their prices on their reasonably priced gold, silver, and platinum products. So if you're looking for gold, silver, and platinum, you live in South Florida, visit our brick and mortar store here at Commercial Rare Coins in beautiful Lauderdale by the Sea. We're open 10 to 4 Mondays through Fridays. There's our phone number as well. You can give us a call. And again, we will beat the big boys online. We'll beat the locals here. All right, got my advertising out of the way. Most of it, at least. And let me, same thing with gold. Gold, silver, we'll beat their prices on their stuff. And what is their prices? Again, I'm taking a look at the prices on silver rounds. They're in the mid-$4 to mid-$5 range on generic 1 ounce silver rounds, which is the product that I've always liked. We're back at those levels, folks. Delays on a lot of these products. Premiums are much higher than they were. And that's because demand is up. The thing with with like 1 ounce rounds and 10 ounce bars and kilos and that kind of stuff, and in Krugerrands and Maple Leafs and 1 ounce bars, is that's physical, real stuff. This is real stuff right here. This is real physical silver. It's not paper derivatives. It's not stuff you can just trade instantaneously and you can create out of thin air. This stuff requires to be minted, produced, sold, and it really heavily relies on supply and demand. There's an endless supply of paper derivative bullshit, silver and gold out there, but there's a very limited supply of physical silver out there, especially silver compared to gold. But it looks like that the premiums across the board for everything are up. Stay away from 90% silver right now, constitutional silver. I know a lot of you guys like it, and there's nothing wrong with it, but I wouldn't recommend buying it right now. The premiums are just off the hook stupid compared to, well, I guess I really should to say what the best deals out there right now. Let me take a look at this. I'm not going to give you the prices right now because, again, the prices change all the time, the premiums change all the time. But as I said, I can beat APMEX, SDJ, and Bullion, and the local dealers here in South Florida. If you live in South Florida and you want to come visit us and buy gold, silver, and platinum, best deals are still 100-ounce bars, folks. I think are the best deals out there. If you don't mind waiting for delivery, I've got them. I can get them for a really good price, but delivery is a long way out on these. If you want immediate delivery, they're going to cost you a lot more. What's the next best deal out there? I'm going to say is kilo bars, although they're getting a little bit tighter, but kilo bars next to, hold on a second. Kilo bars are cheaper. It looks like kilo bars are still cheaper than, wow, 100-ounce bars. 100-ounce bars seem to be about 25 cents an ounce more right now. What else is the best deal out there? 10-ounce bars sold out, very limited quantities of 10-ounce bars out there. And again, 1 ounce, as you know, silver rounds, as I was pointing out right here, are running in that mid $4 to $5.50 range. I do have some left in stock, but I'm almost out. You know what I get a good deal here on that I can beat the pants off of anybody? I got a great deal on Austrian Philharmonics. I've got a couple thousand left. I know that's not a lot, but I got a couple thousand left here. And again, I'll beat the pants off of APMEX, SD, and JM Bullion on those. As far as generics go, again, they're just not available. 90% just crazy, crazy money. It's got to be in the, I mean, I'd sell 90% at, the wholesale spreads are 6.5 to 8.25. I mean, that's dollars over spot. I mean, that's just insane. I mean, don't buy it. If you have it, you might want to sell it and try to replace it with 100-ounce bars. You'll get more silver in your pocket plus some extra bucks. Silver Eagles, again, prices are starting to get really stupid on them. The wholesale level's around $7.50 on the buy side, $9 on the wholesale side. I would not buy them at all, folks. Bad deal. Not a good deal. Love 90%. Love constitutional silver. Love Silver Eagles, but they're just overpriced. As far as gold, what's the best deals out there? I mean, the availability of gold is still pretty good, even though the prices of gold have gone up substantially. But there doesn't seem to be too much of a lack of availability on a lot of the gold products. You can still pick up gold bars from us, 1 ounce gold bars. Let me type that in. Gold bars. You can still pick up 1 ounce gold bars in small quantities starting at spot plus $73. That would be like Perth, Mint, Swiss, and all that, you know, those kind of products right there. Spot plus $73. And even Eagles are still kind of somewhat reasonable. We've got them in small quantities at spot like, hang on, give me a second. Spot plus 100 and, let's see, $122 or something like that. So in small quantities, I can sell gold Eagles and Buffaloes at spot plus 122. And again, if you live in South Florida, make sure you visit us, Commercial Rare Coins and Precious Metals. We got really good prices. We'll beat the locals. We'll beat APMEX, SD, and I only told you I was going to do this once, but here I go again. JM Bullion. So our prices are really good. But if you're looking, you know, if you live outside of South Florida, you can't visit our brick and mortar store here in Commercial Rare Coins and Precious Metals in beautiful Lauderdale by the Sea. We don't ship much. We only do deals. If you live outside the state of Florida, we can sell you gold, silver if you're buying more than 1,500 ounces, and gold if you're buying more than 100 ounces of gold, using traditional forms of bank wires and traditional forms of secure shipping. We've got quite a few satisfied customers out there as well that buy larger quantities that don't live in South Florida. But if you can't find yourself a good local dealer, you know, We'll ship to you in larger quantities, and you don't have to order from Atmex, SD, or JM Bullion. We can take care of you. But anyways, gosh, man, I think I over-advertised this whole thing. Sorry about that, folks. Everyone tells me, you know, all my friends say, Brian, you got to advertise yourself a little bit, because I end up blabbing away about gold and silver and all these facts and all these things. And I forget to remember that I'm here to try to do business with you guys as well. All right, well, that's it, folks. I'd like to thank everybody that watched last week's, or the most recent video, Monday's video. JP Morgan smashes the gold price. I'm getting close to that 10,000 subscriber mark, which is a big deal for me. I've kind of slogged my way really hard to get to one viewer at a time, one subscriber at a time, so, which is not a big deal anyway. I do this mostly for fun and mostly for advertising, actually, and I enjoy doing both of them. And I've enjoyed all the great people that have come to visit me and say they watch my videos as well. What are we at right now? That's just 39, but I think we're like at 41,000 views. Probably one of my highest viewed videos ever. Don't ask me why. I don't think it's my best content video ever, but for some reason the algos really like this one. Look at that, 41K, folks. 823 likes. And by the way, please hit that like, subscribe button, and the other stuff. But I've got 193 comments. You guys know, from my videos that I love to reply to all the comments here. But tonight, folks, there's almost 200. I'm overwhelmed. Trust me, I'm overwhelmed with the number of views I've gotten on my most recent video. Maybe the algos at YT Land finally like me. But meanwhile, thank every one of you guys for watching and subscribing and hitting that like button. And I'll be putting out some more good content as well. Hey, listen, I'm going to call it quits real quick, keep this video short. I really wanted to talk about what the best deals out there and what are not good deals. If you live in South Florida and you're going to do business with us, call us anytime at our business here. But meanwhile, first let me explain this. If you don't find me on this particular channel, the YT channel, it's probably because I opened up my big fat mouth and said something they didn't like. So you can find me out here. This is where I back up everything else. And I also like this channel because I find it's really a true free speech forum. And you can also find me out here, another true free speech format, since I think Elon Musk bought it. That's my profile name right there, Brian Kuzmar. Feel free to ask me any questions out here. I try to answer everything that I can. And there you are, a few guys that have actually acknowledged that I exist out there. Don't have a lot of followers, but I haven't spent a lot of time out here. I'm just starting to do it now. Again, if you're looking to buy gold, silver, and platinum, and you live in South Florida, come and see me at Commercial Rare Coins and Precious Metals between 10 and 4 Mondays through Fridays, or call me at this number. If you got any questions, we find an educated buyer is actually our best customer, so we do our best to educate you guys out there. If you don't live in South Florida and you're looking to buy more than 100 ounces of gold, more than 1,500 ounces of silver, we can deal with you as well. We do good business over the phone. I don't have a website. Again, I'm not looking to get into the online website business. It's a whole different format that I'm not used to. But if you're looking to buy larger quantities and you can't come visit us at a brick and mortar store, please give us a call and we can probably help you. And if you do live in South Florida, whether you're buying $1 worth or millions of dollars worth of gold and silver, we can help you. Make sure you call us between our working hours, again, 10-4 Mondays through Fridays. Thanks for watching, folks. Don't forget, got the Lakeland Collectorama show coming up here in June. What a wonderful place to buy gold, silver, platinum, all kinds of collectibles, coins, even antique firearms and all kinds of, again, very cool stuff here. Get your free tickets here at the collectoramashow.com website. Again, this is in Lakeland, Florida. Free tickets here. I'll be there myself, and so will a bunch of other stackers as well. Hey, thanks for watching. Have yourself a wonderful evening. And again, most of all, thanks for all your support, folks. Talk to you later. Bye now.